So you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, Arizona, but you need to know where to live in Phoenix? Well, then stay tuned. That's exactly what I'm going over in this video. I'm a Phoenix native and I've seen Phoenix develop over the last 10 years especially, and I have a good sense of what amenities are available and what areas might be a good fit for your lifestyle. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'm probably going to break this up into 2 videos because Phoenix is a very large city and there's a lot of different areas that you could potentially live. And so if you want to know where to live, make sure you watch video 1, which is today's, and then also video 2. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Braden McKee and I'm a real estate agent with the Desert Charm Living real estate team. And on this channel, I talk mostly about the Northwest Valley real estate market and lifestyle so that I can help you decide where to live in Phoenix, Arizona, and if it's a good choice for you to move to Phoenix. So I want you to hit that subscribe button, but more importantly, if you are thinking about moving to Phoenix, please text me. I'm at 602-806-8267. You can call me or you can email me as well. All of my information will be down below in the comments and description. And I want you to know that you can reach out to me anytime. If you text me when I'm sleeping, I'm not going to get back to you right away until the next day, but just know that I'm here and I'm available. I have a process for you if you are moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and I can help you decide where to live and what area is going to be the best for your family or your situation, your lifestyle. So please reach out to me. I am happy to help you relocate to the Phoenix, Arizona area. Okay, so let's start with Scottsdale. Scottsdale is a pretty big area. Actually, I think you'll find that with most of the Phoenix Valley, if you're not from here, it is quite a spread out area. And if you're going from one corner to another, it could take you up to an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes, depending on where exactly you're going. If you're going from far northwest Surprise down to Queen Creek and Santan Valley in traffic, that's going to be a pretty hefty drive. So there is a lot of space to cover, a lot of subdivisions and areas, but Scottsdale itself is 40 miles between the south part of Scottsdale all the way up to North Scottsdale. And North Scottsdale is a great area. It's beautiful. There's lots of great golfing there and a lot of ranch homes. If you like to be up in the mountains, this could be a really great option for you. Central Scottsdale and then South Scottsdale, those are really great areas as well. Very well known for shopping and dining and golf. So if you are a golfer or you're looking for luxury amenities, Scottsdale is probably going to be one of the better options for you. And then right next to that is Paradise Valley, which has the most expensive homes in the Phoenix Valley. I would say that there are other luxury areas, but Paradise Valley by far has the most number of listings that are in the highest bracket for pricing. So if you are looking for a high-end community, Paradise Valley is going to be another great option for you. And they also have a lot of great amenities and dining, shopping, golfing, just like Scottsdale. Now, if you go just a little bit west of Scottsdale and you hit that North Phoenix and Desert Ridge area, these are really great areas if you are looking for Scottsdale amenities, but maybe you can't quite afford the Scottsdale area. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that, but I think that you know, if you're just starting out, maybe it's a little bit easier for you to get into a $500,000 home versus in the Scottsdale area, it's going to be much higher than that. So if you are looking for some of the amenities, there is that North Phoenix and Desert Ridge area, which is really great. They have shopping and dining there as well. And one of the other things about that area is that the taxes are not quite as high as Scottsdale taxes. So you're very close, have similar amenities, or you're close to the amenities without having that higher tax bracket. So the Central Phoenix and Arcadia area is a really nice and I would say up and coming area. I would say that this is probably the area that is the most dog friendly. You'll probably find the highest number of dog friendly patios at the bars and coffee shops and restaurants. And they have a lot of redevelopment or renovations going on with the homes. A lot of those homes are quite old and a lot of them are being renovated, put back on the market, and really elevating the price point in that area. So if you are looking for a more walkable area, you like to go, be able to walk from your house to restaurants or coffee shops, have dinner, walk your dog, I would say that this is probably a good area for you to look into. We also have some condos, and we don't have a lot of the typical city condos like you think about with other large cities, but they do have some in this area as well. So if you're looking for a condo in that city living, that might be a good option for you. Or if you're a first-time home buyer, you want to get into home ownership and you want to buy a condo and be close to commuting to work, if you're in the downtown Central Phoenix, Tempe area, that could be a good option for you there. And then let's go to downtown Phoenix next. Downtown Phoenix is not like typical downtown areas, I think, for a lot of cities. It's not very big. We do have an art scene, but a lot of the homes here are going to be classified as historic, or they're going to be very old, pretty run down. There is some renovation happening, but I wouldn't say that our downtown is as nice as some places. I think there's room for improvement there. I think there's parts of it that are being revitalized, and they're trying to encourage the arts and the historic district to really take hold and have some culture there. But I also think that there's some areas that need some work, need some improvement. We were hit hard last year in 2020 with some of the riots in that area and some, just not great criminal activity, things like that happening. And so I think that depending on your lifestyle, it could be a good fit. But I would just say beware of that downtown Phoenix area, and safety concerns, I think, are something you should look into the crime rate down there. I always encourage you to look into the crime rate anyways if you're moving to an area, especially if you're really not familiar with it and you're trying to decide, okay, is it a good place if you have a family or you're just living by yourself. These are things that you should know about. So definitely look into the downtown Phoenix area for that, to see if you're comfortable with it, and just know that it needs some work. So after downtown Phoenix, I would say the next area would be South Phoenix. And again, this is an area that I don't spend a lot of time in South Phoenix, and I definitely think that depending on your lifestyle, or what you're coming to Phoenix for, it may not be the nicest area for you to look into, but sometimes budget-wise, that is why people are moving there, is because some of the more affordable homes. I think that there is more development happening in South Phoenix because there's a lot of room for land that is being developed into factory and warehouse jobs, which is bringing more traffic and people to that area. And so that may help it in further years, but I think that South Phoenix has not been a priority to develop and bring up. In the Phoenix Valley in general, there's a lot of increases in home values happening. And I think that's true generally across the valley, but some areas, of course, are developing faster and at a higher rate than others. And with that is the amenities and just, nicer areas and things that people are really drawn to. And I don't see that happening as much with South Phoenix, but I do see more jobs going there and people commuting into South Phoenix for work and then going and living in other places. So look into South Phoenix depending on your budget, and consider it if you are working in the downtown South Phoenix areas. But just know that I think there's room for development and improvement in the general South Phoenix area. Okay, so if you go south and east of South Phoenix, you've got the Ahwatukee area, and the Ahwatukee area is pretty sought after. They have some good home values, so you're going to be on the higher end of home values typically. There are a lot of areas in Ahwatukee that are starting to get older, and so much like a lot of the areas that have been around Phoenix, for a while, they need some cosmetic updating, I would say, in the homes, but you can find a good mix of homes in the median to higher end price point, as well as luxury properties. And it's a pretty family friendly area, I would say. You've got some great views, some activity centers and whatnot in Ahwatukee. And then if you go into the Tempe, Mesa, Chandler area, you're hitting the Southeast Valley, and these are there's a good mix of different types of properties here. In Tempe, you're going to have a lot of students that are living in Tempe that go to Arizona State University. And so I would say that with that, just know that there's a lot of potential for college students to be around, and then young professionals. So depending on your lifestyle and where you're at, Tempe may or may not be a good option for you. They have a lot of nightlife, obviously, with ASU, but if you're an ASU football fan, or just a fan of college sports in general, it could be good to be close to that. And then Mesa can be hit or miss. I think Mesa is an area much like downtown in South Phoenix, where there's a lot of pockets that some are good, and then you could go right next door and there'd be a bad pocket where it's really run down and older, and then you can go. So going into the Tempe, Mesa, and Chandler area, with Tempe, there's a lot of students there because of ASU, and just know that if you are living in Tempe and that is not the lifestyle, that's not the place you are in your life, that you could be surrounded by a lot of college students and young professionals. But if you're really into nightlife, you're a big fan of ASU football, this could be a good option for you. They do have some good walkable areas and restaurants and bars and whatnot, so that could be a good area for you. Mesa is hit or miss, I would say, in terms of area. It's a lot like South Phoenix can be, where there's pockets that have been revitalized or are nicer, and then you could go 2 minutes east and be in a not so nice area that needs definitely some renovation, some upkeep, and it's kind of run down. So just know that about Mesa. They also have a very large area of age-restricted properties that is far east Mesa, and it goes pretty far east. I don't know what the exact width of Mesa is, but it's much like Scottsdale, where you start here and you go all the way down the way, and you're in two completely different locations, truly, but it is still Mesa. So just know with Mesa, it's a pretty wide city. And then Chandler is a very nice area. If you're looking to be in the Southeast Valley, Chandler is a very family-friendly city, and they have a lot of amenities. If you are kind of outdoorsy, you like to, take walks or go biking with the family, or, go out to eat. I think there's some really great areas in Chandler, and a very family-friendly city. If you work in tech, this could be a great location for you, because your commute is probably going to be pretty short, because a lot of the tech jobs are in the downtown Phoenix, Central Phoenix, and Southeast Valley area. And then you hit Gilbert, and Gilbert is a really nice area as well. They have some really nice communities that they don't necessarily look like the desert and like have all the cactus and the desert landscaping. Kind of feels more like a farmhouse vibe to them. And I think they have some great areas for shopping, dining, and restaurants and bars, things like that. And another very family-friendly area. I think that the price points in Chandler and Gilbert both vary. You can find anywhere from median to high end, and then luxury homes in the Chandler and Gilbert areas as well. And you could find some custom homes there as well. So just all around the city, you can find, kind of like that very typical ranch style Phoenix home. But with Gilbert and Chandler, you have a lot of higher end homes as well. And then with that, we go into Santan Valley and Queen Creek areas. So the Queen Creek and Santan Valley cities are, I would say, up and coming. There's a lot of development happening in that part of the valley. Queen Creek has a lot of farms and rural ranch homes and different areas, and they have a lot of really beautiful custom and luxury homes, as well as homes with larger lots, which is very appealing. And you'll see a lot of people out there have like chickens and farm animals and whatnot, not in like the main subdivisions where it's kind of like the cookie cutter homes, but they do have quite a few homes that have bigger lots and can be used for having horses and whatnot. And so you will find a pretty good range of home values. They are really increasing in home value out there. There's a lot of demand for the Queen Creek area and Santan Valley as well. Santan Valley has a lot of development going on. I would say for new construction, Santan Valley has some of the best home prices for what you're getting for new construction. So if you are looking for new construction, you're looking to really stretch your dollar and you want a new community or pretty new, I would say Santan Valley is a really good option for you. Just know that it does feel like kind of a drive because it's pretty far in the Southeast Valley. So I would say that it's a really good option for you though. We had a client buy out there and they have a crazy amount of equity now. They bought brand new, have a gorgeous house, and they are doing really good with their equity, and there's a lot of development going on out there. So if you have stayed along, please make sure that you stay tuned for part 2, which will be coming next week, where I'll talk about the North Phoenix areas, the Northwest Valley and West Valley areas for you.